In 2026, Android gaming has reached a whole new level. PSP, PS2, PS3, even PS4, PS5 level games along with Xbox titles can now be played directly on your phone. Classics to modern like GTA 5, God of War, FIFA, and Naruto, they're actually playable on Android. In this video, I'll show you how this is possible, which emulators really work, and what kind of phone you actually need. We start with PSP Emulation. For running PSP games on Android, there are several options available, including PPSSPP, RetroArch, Lemuroid, and Rocket PSP. However, PPSSPP is currently the most stable, complete, and widely used PSP emulator on Android. It can run almost the entire PSP library with improved graphics, advanced settings, and smooth performance on most devices. One of its biggest advantages is that it does not require any BIOS or firmware files. Games like God of War, Chains of Olympus, Metal Gear Solid, GTA Vice City Stories, and many more run directly on Android with no PC required and no internet connection after setup. The interface is clean and easy to navigate, making it very beginner-friendly. PPSSPP supports save states, HD texture scaling, resolution upscaling, and both touchscreen and Bluetooth controller input. Compatibility is excellent. PPSSPP works on Android 5 and above, and even devices with 3 GB RAM can handle most titles smoothly. For anyone starting with emulation on Android, PPSSPP is the safest and easiest entry point. It is stable, lightweight, and extremely reliable. Next up is PlayStation 2 Emulation. There are several PS2 emulators available on Android, including Nether SX2, Play, My PS2, ARM-SX2, and older builds of Ether SX2. However, not all of them are reliable or actively maintained. Currently, the strongest and actively developed options are Nether SX2 and Play, with Nether SX2 being the most widely used. Nether SX2 requires a PS2 BIOS, which is available on GitHub, while Play is available on the Google Play Store and does not require any BIOS. Games like GTA San Andreas, Resident Evil 4, Naruto Ultimate Ninja, and many others can run smoothly depending on the device. The interface is clean and well-designed, and setup is straightforward even for first-time users. Advanced features include Vulkan and OpenGL rendering, save states, internal resolution scaling up to 1080p, and full Bluetooth controller support. For stable performance, Android 8 or higher is recommended, with at least 4 GB of RAM, ideally on devices powered by a Snapdragon or modern MediaTek Dimensity chipset. Most games run close to original console speed. Some demanding titles may show minor slowdowns on weaker hardware, but overall, PS2 emulation on Android is mature, reliable, and ready for real gameplay. Next, we move into PS3 emulation, which is far more demanding than PSP or PS2. There are a few promising options on Android, including APS3E rpcsx UI Android. While PS3 emulation on mobile is still experimental, rpcsx is currently the most practical option thanks to its built-in GPU drivers and automatic update feature. A PS3E is also available on the Play Store, but it requires official PS3 firmware files to run games properly. Games like Far Cry 3, God of War 3, Demon's Souls, Naruto, and DBZ Burst Limit can boot and run with playable performance on high-end devices. Both emulators offer a modern, clean interface, adjustable graphics settings, resolution scaling, FPS controls, and support for ISO and PKG formats. Requires Android 9.0 or higher, and performs best on powerful Android devices with at least 8 to 12 GB of RAM. High-end processors such as Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, 8 Gen 2, or equivalent can significantly improve performance when emulating more demanding PS3 titles. Next, we reach the most ambitious category, PS4 and PS5 level gaming on Android. As of now, there is no fully working, reliable emulator that can run PS4 or PS5 games natively on Android, the way older consoles like PSP or PS2 can be emulated. Projects claiming to be PS4 and PS5 emulators for Android are experimental, limited, or unverified, and most cannot run commercial games consistently. Some experimental projects exist, such as PCSX5, Kaidi, PS Emux, and others. These are still in early development and occasionally available as APKs, but they are not mature or widely tested, and performance varies greatly depending on device hardware. For those looking for a legitimate way to play PS4 and PS5 titles on Android, there is currently one practical option: cloud gaming platforms like GameCC or Kato Cloud Gaming. These are not traditional emulators. Instead of running the console locally, they give you remote access to real PS4 or PS5 servers with pre-installed games. You essentially rent the console online and stream the gameplay to your phone. And yes, it works. Using this method, I've personally played Marvel's Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, and even GTA 5 directly on Android, with smooth performance depending on your internet connection. Finally, we turn to a different platform, Xbox and Xbox 360 emulation on Android. Meet AX360E, the first native Xbox 360 emulator built on and optimized from the popular Xenia emulator. It brings console-level Xbox 360 gaming closer to mobile devices than ever before. This emulator is still under active development, but it is already available on the Play Store. While only a few titles run flawlessly at the moment, the emulator is regularly updated and steadily improving. Because AX360E is still experimental, it requires a high-end phone for optimal performance. Devices should run Android 10 or higher, be powered by a Snapdragon or Dimensity high-end processor, and have 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM. Some games may still experience minor bugs or stutters, but performance continues to improve with frequent updates. If you want to try the latest Xbox titles on your Android device, cloud gaming platforms like XBPay or BetterXCloud are excellent alternatives. These services let you stream Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S games directly to your smartphone without needing powerful local hardware. Popular games such as Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, and Fable can be played with smooth performance, provided you have a stable high-speed internet connection. So which console and which games are you going to try first? Let me know your experience in the comments. If you need any help or get stuck, just drop a comment and I'll help you out. I'll see you in the next one.